Hello and welcome to the Awakening Collective podcast. It's Hayley here, and thank you so much for joining me and listening wherever you are and whatever you are up to today. Today, we are talking about how to move past feeling lost. And this happens to all of us on our journey. Quite a few times we get to a point where we kind of don't really feel like we're connected. We don't really feel like what's in front of us or where we're going or which way to move. And there is a difference between feeling stuck and feeling lost. And I did an episode on feeling stuck way back at the beginning. So if you haven't listened to that, you can go back and listen to that and the things that we can do to move out of that phase. But with feeling stuck, I think it's more of a thing of like I'm trying to do these things, but I'm not getting anywhere. There's kind of like this frustration and eagerness behind it. It's like, yeah, there's things that you want to do, and there's things that you can see, but you're just kind of not really getting anywhere, if that makes sense. Whereas with feeling lost, I think it's a lot more of a disconnection internally. We kind of get to a point where we're changing, so we don't really know who we are, and therefore it's very hard for us to go, okay, well, what next? So I think really at the core of it, feeling lost is a little bit more about you changing, and as your beliefs and um, as your beliefs kind of crumble, and as you start to let go of all those things that are not serving you, you start to shed the emotions and the trauma that are holding you back. You start to become a different person, and you learn more about yourself. But in that also comes a bit of uncertainty and like, I don't know who I am. I don't know what I want. And I think feeling lost comes more from that space. Or you're at a point where you go, wow, I have changed and that doesn't feel right to me anymore, but I don't know where to go or what to do about it, because you're so used to making decisions from that other you that you're not sure what this you is ready for or wants or needs. So we get to a point where we're really questioning where we're at, and we're not sure where to move. We're not sure what to do. But I think what we need to do is reframe what feeling lost actually is, because it's easy for us in this space to feel defeated and a little bit hopeless. And like I said, because you're not sure where you want to go or where you want to move to, it gets very easy to stay in the stagnancy, and it becomes very easy to drop into, and I always say, for want of a better word, victimhood. Rather than stepping into what I'm going to talk about next when we talk about reframing it. So what I encourage you to do is to look at this as a recalibration. If you're feeling lost, look at it as a point of stillness where you have the opportunity to really plug into possibility, to plug into expansion, growth, and newness. And I know this can be hard, but it's just going, okay, well, what if I, instead of keep using the words I'm feeling lost and there's so much out in front of me and I don't even know where to go, start asking questions like, okay, well, what can I do? What are the new possibilities for me? What growth can I experience here? What expansion can I step into? And look at because, I think when we're feeling lost, we kind of feel like this vastness out in front of us and not sure, what to grab onto. So if we start looking at it more of an expansive thing rather than an overwhelming thing, because if we get overwhelmed at the vastness, we tend to step back. If we look at it more in possibility and rather than, like I said, feeling defeated or feeling negative about it, it starts to change the way we look at it, and we ask better questions. And when we ask better questions, we get better answers and better ways of moving forward. So really use this time, if you are feeling lost, to reflect, to ask good questions, like I just said. Ask what you really want your life to look like from a soul level, now that you have changed, now that you are have evolved a little bit more and let go of some of those things that were holding you back from stepping into who you really are. Now that you're on that awakening journey, now that you're doing your spiritual healing, what do I actually want my life to look like? What does my highest time look like to me from a soul level, not from what I've been taught to believe I should be wanting, what I believe I should be doing from, what you've been taught success looks like, or you've been taught happiness looks like from, like I said, these beliefs that you have learned from your upbringing, from trauma that you've been through, and really connect into that aligned place. Really start bringing your soul forward, connecting into that divine feminine, and asking from a better, more from a soul aligned place. And this is why manifestation doesn't work for a lot of people, right? Manifestation doesn't work for a lot of people because they're projecting out what they think they should be asking for because of what they've been taught success looks like, what they've been taught happiness looks like, rather from going, okay, how do I become more soul aligned, line up with that, and actually bring that to me like a magnet. Manifestation for a lot of people has become about projecting out what they want rather than aligning and magnetizing that in. But that comes from being soul aligned. It comes from actually connecting with your heart's desires, with your soul's desires, and what you've already set out in your highest timeline before you came here. Rather than us, like I said, asking for what we want because of what we've been programmed to think success is, or happiness is, or what we should be wanting for our life. So that's something to think about. So I just want to quickly go through what we can do to step into this space to meet this bit of our lives that we've gotten to where we're feeling lost, and use it as a catapult rather than something that's going to make us feel more annoyed, more ashamed of where we are, more disconnected with who we are and what we came here to do. So firstly, number one, I want you to give yourself some grace and just like I just said, meet it where it's at. So you're at a place where you've probably done a lot of healing, you've done a lot of work, things aren't aligning with you anymore. And you're not sure what it is that you want. So give yourself grace in that, give yourself some love, and just allow yourself to hold space for your emotions that are coming up, hold space for the healing that you have done and that you are doing in this moment. And cut yourself some slack and really start to use this space, like I was saying before, to move from a place of disconnection and feeling bad about it and worried about it and start getting anxiety over it into a place of possibility and expansion. The next thing I want you to think about is and ask is, am I actually lost, or am I just scared to take that action that my intuition and that my guidance is asking me to do? Because sometimes we're going, and I've been there, and I know a lot of women who have been there because I've talked about it with them and guided them through it. It's like, well, they're getting the nudges and the guidance and the intuition to move a certain way or do a certain thing, but the fear beneath that stops you from actually moving and taking the action. So I want you to ask, am I lost, or is my ego trying to protect me? Is there something that I'm being guided to do that I'm really scared about doing because it's moving me out of my comfort zone? It's pushing me to learn something new or be something more, push me out of that box that I'm in. Is it making me feel uncomfortable? So let's not discount that, because self-sabotage has a very subtle and quiet way of showing up. And sometimes this is it. It makes you feel like you're lost. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing, but you do. You're just a little bit frightened to, like I said, move out of that comfort zone, step into that next level and layer of you that your soul is calling you to step into. So that's the second thing. So am I lost, or am I just avoiding my highest guidance? So number 3, if I was to use this moment to step into a place of expansion, what would my soul ask me to do? So give yourself a moment to just sit, and you don't have to do this in meditation. You can just do it right now. If this is the way you're feeling, you're listening to me right now, ask yourself in this moment, if I was to step into a place of expansion, what would my soul ask me to do? And just wait for that little feeling, for that nudge, for that bit of intuition to come in. And then just let it go, surrender it. And that's the other thing. We'll make this part 2 of number 3, to really harness in and focus on that divine feminine energy. Actually, I might talk about that. That wasn't on my list, but I'm going to talk about that in a second. I'm going to add that as a number 5. So, yeah, just sit in this moment and ask yourself, what does my soul need me to do? If I was stepping into expansion, possibility, newness, and like use it as an exciting time. Like, oh my gosh, anything is possible from here with this new level and layer of me that I've stepped into. I can do anything. And what if I step into exceeds my expectations? What if I step into just allows me to fly? And use it in that way. So then number 4, sit in stillness and meditation. You know that I was going to say it at some point because that's my jam. So yeah, sit in stillness and meditation and start really deeply listening. There's a lot of people, and I used to do it in the beginning. I'd sit in meditation and just kind of lightly brush the surface of it and go, okay, yeah, I've got to do that, and then move on my merry way without really thinking about it, letting it percolate, really let it hit my field and hit my body and start embodying what I was being asked to do. So really deeply listen to your soul, listen to your guides, really feel into the emotions that you're feeling, because the more that we can go, okay, where is this feeling lost really coming from? Because like I said, sometimes you're not lost at all. You're just avoiding, or you're worried or scared about what you're being asked to step into. And so really giving yourself that stillness to sit and feel into those emotions and feel into what's coming up for you. Meditation and stillness, obviously a really great place to do that, especially if you are on your awakening journey, and if you're in the start of your awakening journey, or if you're in a position where there's a lot of chaos going on around you at the moment, whether it's at work or in your family, even just within yourself. If you've got a lot going on, to step out of that energetic chaos, you need to come and get your own space and sit in stillness with your own energy. I do have, I'm pretty sure I did a meditation a few podcasts ago to help you let go of all the stuff out of your energy field that doesn't belong to you, so that you're really just in your own space. Energy maintenance is something that you should be doing every single day. So sitting in stillness and meditation gives you the chance to do that. And just, again, asking, what do I need to heal, let go of, step into to better align with my path, better align with my highest timeline and what my soul is here to do, what I'm here to do, and giving yourself that space. So that's number 4. And number 5, which I'm going to add, is about stepping into divine feminine energy, learning what it feels like to be in surrender, to be in flow, to be in trust, to be deeply connected to your innate wisdom, that real ancient wisdom that you have, all of those beautiful feminine energies. Surrender is really important. So when we sit and we ask, these questions that we've been going through. So for instance, what do I need to, or what would it look like? Or if I was to use this moment to step into a place of expansion, what would my soul ask me to do? And just surrendering that, allowing things to flow in, allowing yourself to move with the opportunities that begin coming to you that are going to help you step into this. So yeah, just that trust, your intuition, surrender, flow, and alignment, all of those that really start embodying that feminine energy, and then allowing it to merge beautifully with your masculine energy and actually do something, do the next thing, schedule the next thing, apply the next thing, and really embody that. So bit of a quick one today, but let me know how this feels for you. Let me know how it lands. If you have been in this space of feeling lost, try these things and let me know, how it goes and how it sits with you. Before I go, we do have one more circle left in the circle series, which is connecting into your guides and using oracle cards to connect into your guides. So we're going to do a guided meditation to feel into your guide's energy, but then we're also going to do a 3-card spread where you can really use cards and learn how to use cards to bring those messages through. I also have a 5-day intuition challenge coming up with inside the private Facebook community, so I will put the links to all of this below. And if you know someone who has been feeling a bit lost, they've been coming to you, or every time you've spoken to them over the last few weeks, they're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm so lost. I just don't know where I'm at. I don't know what to do. direct them to this podcast, because the more people that we get tapping into this and living their bestest lives, then the happier the planet is going to be. And we want all of our friends to be happy, and I want all of you guys to become more soul aligned, to trust your intuition, to trust that innate wisdom that you have inside of you, because we all deserve to live our highest timeline, to live our happiest, most abundant lives. And this is where it starts, with this work. So please pass it around if you feel guided to. And I will see you next week. Again, if you have any questions, you can write it in the comments. You can email me through the website, or go to Hayley underscore Hughes 224 on Instagram, or join the Facebook community, and I'll pop all those links below. All right. Have a great week, you guys. Bye.